Hello children and welcome all of you to the class of mathematics. Today we are going to start with new topic. This is chapter number 3, pair of linear equations in two variables. This chapter we have already done in standard 9th. So in standard 10 it is just the continuation of the same topic, but the difficulty level will be slightly more. So let's brush up the things which we have already done in standard 9th, so that this year we will have less difficulty in understanding the sums. So children, some of the equations I am writing on the board, so please have a look at the board. X plus 2y is equal to 0, a is equal to 4b minus 7, x upon 3 plus y upon 5 is equal to 11, and y is equal to 5x plus 2. If you observe all the equations carefully, in every equation we have made use of two variables, and these are all linear equations in two variable. Now I want all of you to think about why we are saying linear. These are called as linear equations in two variables because the degree of the variable in every equation is 1, and we have made use of two variables in every equation. So all the equations are first degree equations, and in all the equations we have made use of two variables, and that is the reason this is all the examples of linear equations in two variables. One very important thing to be noted for these equations is that these equations have infinitely many solutions. Alright, along with this, the standard form of linear equation in two variable is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Now in this equation, a cannot be equal to 0 and even b cannot be equal to 0, because if a is equal to 0, if we consider a is equal to 0, then we will be left with by plus c is equal to 0, which is linear equation but in one variable. If we take b is equal to 0, then we will be left with ax plus c is equal to 0, which is linear equation in one variable. So if a is equal to 0 and b is equal to 0, or either of a or b is equal to 0, then the equation ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 will not remain a linear equation in two variables. Alright, it will get converted into linear equation in one variable. So the condition is a cannot be equal to 0 and b cannot be equal to 0. But if c is equal to 0, then the equation ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 reduces to ax plus by is equal to 0, and it remain linear equation in two variables. So in the standard form, c can be equal to 0 but a and b cannot be equal to 0. That is the primary condition for any equation to be linear equation in two variables. Alright, to make our concept more clear, let's quickly have a look at one activity. So here some equations are written on the left column, and you have to identify whether they are the equations in two variables or not. First equation is 4m plus 3n is equal to 0. So it is a linear equation in two variable because there are two variables and the power of the variable or the degree of the variable is equal to 1. So it is linear equation in two variable. Have a look at the second equation. 3x squared minus 7y is equal to 13. Now there are two variables, but the degree of x is 2. It is not equal to 1. So this is not a linear equation in two variable. Second, square root 2x minus square root 5y is equal to 12. Do not get confused. Children get confused here that since the number is given in square root, probably it may not be no. Coefficient can be anything. Coefficient can be negative, coefficient can be positive, coefficient can be in the square root sign, coefficient can be fraction also. The only condition is variable should have the power is equal to 1. So this is linear equation in 2 variable. Third is 0x plus 6y minus 3 is equal to 0. This is not linear equation in 2 variable because the coefficient of x, that is the value of a, is 0. So, and in our condition we have learned that a and b cannot be equal to 0, isn't it? So it is not a linear equation in 2 variables. Have a look at the next equation. 0.3x plus 0y minus 36 is equal to 0. Again, if you compare this with the standard form, value of b is given as 0. So it is not a linear equation in 2 variables. Alright? Okay, then the next is 4 upon x plus 5 upon y is equal to 4. Now see, the variables are at the denominator. If I try to take it at the numerator, the power of the variable will be minus 1. So 4x to the power minus 1 plus 5y to the power minus 1 is equal to 4. This will be my equation. And what we have studied, that the power of variable should be equal to 1. Since in this case it is not 1, therefore it is not a linear equation in 2 variables. Alright, let's have a look at the next equation. 4xy minus 8y is equal to 0. Now here also there are 2 variables, but if you see the first term 4xy and compare it with the standard form, it is not proper, so it is not a linear equation in 2 variables. So I have given you all possible equations wherein different combination is there. I hope this activity will be very useful to you to brush up the things and understand which equations are linear equations in 2 variables. Alright, moving ahead now. You all have learned so many times about simultaneous equations. Now linear equations in 2 variables, when they are given in pair, 2 linear equations having 2 same variables, if they are given in that form, in a pair if they are given, they are called as simultaneous equations. Its standard form is a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0, where a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2, these are the real numbers, and a1 square plus b1 square is not equal to 0, and a2 square plus b2 square is not equal to 0. This is the condition. So when a linear equation in 2 variables are given in pair, they are given 2 equations together, they are simultaneous linear equations. One example is given here for you to understand. 2x plus 3y minus 7 is equal to 0 and 9x minus 2y plus 8 is equal to 0. These two forms a pair of linear equations. These are the simultaneous equations. Alright, and in our case we will always be given a pair of linear equation to find its solution, to find the value of 2 variables. Alright, now there are 2 methods to solve a pair of linear equations. Which are these 2 methods? We have learned previous year also. These 2 methods are algebraic method and graphical method. Now in algebraic method there are again 3 more methods, that is the substitution method, second is the elimination method, and the third is the cross multiplication method. Now out of the 3, cross multiplication method is not there for us for this particular year. CBSE board has deleted this particular method from the syllabus. So we will be learning only about substitution method and elimination method. These two methods we have already learned in standard 9th. So this year we can expect more difficulty level in solving the sums. Now in graphical method, that means when you are given linear equations in two variables and you have to draw the graph for those equations, looking at the graph we can make out that if the graph of two equations, if the two lines intersect each other, then the equation, the pair of linear equation will have only one solution. Now if the graph looks like this, two equations have the graph wherein the lines overlap each other, they coincide with each other. That means the pair of linear equation has infinitely many solutions. And the third is, you may get a graph of this type where the two equation represents two parallel lines. This line represent that for this pair of linear equation there is no common solution. Alright, so this is called as the graphical interpretation of linear equations in two variables. So we'll see this in the next slide. Look at this, the graphical interpretation of pair of equations. Now suppose you are given pair of equations. You compare that pair of equation with its standard form. Write the value of A1, B1, C1 and A2, B2 and C2. Suppose if you observe that A1 upon A2 is not equal to B1 upon B2, then you may conclude that the graph of this pair of equation will be intersecting lines. That means it will have one and only one solution. So without drawing a graph, just by looking at the pair of linear equation, we can make out how the graph of these equations will look like. Now if you find that the ratio of A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2 is equal to C1 upon C2, in that case the graphical representation of linear equation in two variables will be coincident line. Both the lines will coincide with each other. Both the lines will overlap each other. That shows that the equation has infinitely many solutions. Now suppose you observe that A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2 but not equal to C1 upon C2. That time you can interpret that the lines will be parallel lines and the pair of linear equation will not have a common solution, will not have any solution. Alright, so this is called as the interpretation or the graphical interpretation of pair of linear equations. So this is all in short. We have just revise or brush up our knowledge about linear equations in two variables. So see you all in the next video lesson. Till then, bye and take care.